Happy Saturday, America, and welcome to another breaking story from Occupy Democrats pre-protest on No King Saturday, the day Donald Trump finds out how America really feels about him. And in this breaking story, one of the best people to tell you exactly how he's twisted himself into this day is Rachel Maddow. You absolutely want to hear what she has to say. I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds. Let's bear in mind that some of the elements that are related to why No Kings is even existing, but also the game of shadows and mirrors and shell game Donald Trump's tried to play hasn't quite worked out, because this is the truth on jobs.
We did just get the ADP jobs data, and the number is down 32,000 jobs in the month of September versus an expectation of a gain of 50,000 jobs for the month of September. So worse than expected.
So it's a weaker than expected number, and these revisions are pretty brutal.
But the shutdown helped them do this.
You'll have a delay of the BLS jobs report is due October 3rd. That will be delayed.
And while they try to tell you they care about health care, no, they don't. This.
It doesn't really matter what his excuse is. The end result is you're going to have, millions, 24 million Americans. They're going to have their premiums increased by almost double. 4 million Americans are going to lose their coverage.
And in the purest vein of trying to distract America from the truth, look what Trump does. He calls Putin to ask him if it's okay if I give Ukraine tomahawks. This.
I did actually say, would you mind if I gave a couple of thousand tomahawks to your opposition? I did say that to him. I said it just that way. Nobody wants tomahawks shot at him.
And of course, they had to coin a phrase, just like Donald and all his nicknames of Little Marco and Low Energy Jeb Bush. Oh yeah, they had to call No Kings Hate America Day. This
is about one thing and one thing only: to score political points with the terrorist wing of their party.
And get Caroline Leavitt to come on and say that all the Democrats in the Democratic Party are this.
That the Democrat Party's main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals.
Which is set to hold a Hate America rally in D.C.
And of course, Mr. Prick himself, Mike Johnson, who won't swear in the duly elected Democrat that would force a vote on the Epstein files, said this too.
They have a Hate America rally that's scheduled for October 18th on the National Mall. It's all the pro-Hamas wing and the Antifa people. They're all coming out.
It doesn't matter. In this breaking story, listen to what Rachel Maddow absolutely hammered Trump with about today. Here's the story.
That's a president operating from a position of strength. Right? This is what he wants to be known for? I mean, his only moves right now are big distraction moves.
Breaking news, MSNBC's Rachel Maddow says Trump pulling out all last stops to avoid this scandal. According to MSNBC host Rachel Maddow, President Donald Trump's latest moves all share the same goal: keeping Americans distracted from the ongoing fallout over his administration's handling of unreleased documents pertaining to convicted ex-trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. In an atypical Friday night broadcast, the longtime host hasn't had a regular weekly show since the end of Trump's first 100 days. Maddow used her opening monologue to argue that the president's distraction agenda is coming off as increasingly desperate. She touched on how Trump has quietly withdrawn appointees to key government positions and not announced replacements, as he did with former Bureau of Labor Statistics BLS Commissioner nominee E.J. Antoni last month. And she pointed out that despite the BLS having the ability to publish a September jobs report despite the shutdown, it had not done so. Maddow also observed that 17 days into a government shutdown, Trump has yet to broker a deal to extend the Affordable Care Act, the ACA. Subsidies due to expire at the end of the year that Democrats have all agreed are a necessity to gain their support in reopening the government. She noted that should the ACA tax credits not be extended, people in Republican-dominated states would be on the hook for the biggest health insurance premium increases. The MSNBC host then pivoted to Trump announcing Friday that he was commuting the sentence of disgraced former Representative George Santos, Republican New York, who was expelled from Congress in 2023. Santos was serving an 87-month sentence after being convicted of wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. Let's let Rachel tell you in her own words the rest of this breaking story.
We're in day 17 of a government shutdown. He's refusing to release the jobs data or the inflation data about what he's doing to the country's economy, while all the private sector data that we have to look to try to understand those things is terrible. His paramilitary and would-be military assault on his own people in cities across the country is being pushed back. Not only on every street corner where he's trying it, but in every courtroom where he's trying to get away with it, including in front of judges he himself appointed. He is pulling out all of the last stops he can to try desperately to avoid the Epstein disaster he is still mired in. He is quietly pulling his nominees and hoping no one notices and asks why. The healthcare policy on which the Democrats are totally unified and taking their stand against him is about to be a full-blown economic disaster for literally tens of millions of American families, the majority of them in Republican-run states. He is 24 points underwater in his job approval. 24 points. And his big idea to change the subject is to free America's comedic poster child for compulsive lying and stealing. I mean, for a supposed strongman, this is all pretty weak, right? And on top of all of that, and perhaps because of all of that, tomorrow there may be the largest protests ever in this country, in all 50 states, all against him. Couldn't happen at a better time. Happy No King's Day, America.
Yeah, Mr. President. Happy No King's Day. And for all of those who are going out today, and I hope you do, wear comfortable shoes, be prepared to bolt if you have to, do not engage, do not face off with anyone, just keep walking, keep doing. Your voice, our presence on the streets are because you're out there and showing up. That's what matters. And of course, on a day like today, as I always say, stay frosty.